Is there anything you'd like to share with us?
In today's video, we conduct a spirit box session while visiting Ed and Lorraine Warren's gravesite and talk about the things that lurk among the tombstones, along with visiting the chapel that Ed and Lorraine conducted exorcisms in alongside Bishop Robert McKenna, who was the bishop of the chapel located right next to the cemetery named the Rosary Chapel. Ed Warren Miney, born September 7th, 1926, and Lorraine Rita Warren was born January 30th in 1927. Ed and Lorraine were very well-known paranormal investigators and went on to become authors writing about their experiences of the many cases of hauntings. Ed was a self-proclaimed demonologist and Lorraine was a clairvoyant and trance medium. The two worked alongside each other, making the perfect team to investigate paranormal cases around the world. Their cases would go on to inspire many movies and series. It was in 1952, Ed and Lorraine would create what's known as the NESPR, the New England Society for Psychic Research, which is the oldest ghost hunting group in New England. But before we get into looking at the Warrens' monument, let's go back to when they met.
The story of Ed and Lorraine goes way back to when they were 16 years old. You know, they met in a movie theater in Bridgeport, Connecticut, the Colonial. Ed was a usher there, and Lorraine had gone with two friends. Now, she was 16 at the time. She went with two friends to the movie theater, and one of the friends says, "Oh, we got a boy we'd like you to meet, Lorraine." And Lorraine wasn't into boys. She was more into homework, schoolwork, going to church. She said, "I'll meet him, but, you know, I'm not going to be interested." And then she met him, and she was instantly attracted to Ed. She said he was dressed so meticulously, creased pants, hair perfect. So Lorraine met him then back in, well, I guess it was about 42. On Ed's 17th birthday, he went and joined the Navy. And when he was overseas, he used to write her letters. And even back at 17 years old, Ed was pretty romantic because he used to write letters to her from overseas. And he'd say things like, "Lorraine, my dear, even though we're thousands and thousands of miles away from each other, we have one thing in common. We see the same moon."
Ed and Lorraine, I'm going to utilize my spirit box here. And if you could come through, it would mean the absolute world to communicate with you. But if not, I completely understand and respect you nonetheless.
Crank it in.
Ed and Lorraine Warren, are you here? Is there anything you'd like to share with us?
Share.
Do you know that I've been to your museum? Happy birthday, Ed. Happy birthday.
Now I have to interrupt here for a second. The day we visited the Warrens Occult Museum, it was actually Ed Warren's birthday. But the day we visited their tombstone was the day after. So their reply was actually shocking because it wasn't his birthday that day. I truly believe we made contact with the Warrens.
Do you like people coming to visit here? Thank you for leaving the legacy that you did behind.
We went to see the cemetery where it said the lady in white frequents. Do you have anything to say about that? About that story?
What do you want the world to know? If the world could know anything from you, Ed and Lorraine Warren, what would you like them to know? My name is Haley, by the way. And this is Tyler. What should the world know? Good. I keep hearing good. Do you want the world to do good?
What was the biggest case that you felt you really did something positive?
Well, we wanted to come and pay our respects and try to see if we could say hello. So we're going to be leaving. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we leave?
Did it just say my name?
Okay, bye, Ed and Lorraine.
Thank you for speaking with us.
Bye.
Now I want to know what you guys think about the spirit box session, and if you heard anything different or things we just didn't notice. The Warrens were laid to rest in the Stepney Cemetery in Monroe, Connecticut, in the village of Stepney, where many strange experiences have been had over the years. It was in 1794 when the land was donated by Noah and James Bird Jr. It would become a cemetery. And this cemetery is only located a mere 4 miles from the most haunted cemetery in the state, the Union Cemetery. The cemetery where many people have said to have had experienced the lady in white. Now, not only has the lady in white been seen at the Union Cemetery, but many have said they also seen her at the Stepney Cemetery. The first ever tombstone that was placed on the land was for a Revolutionary War soldier who passed away in 1787, named Nathaniel W. Knapp. And it was placed on the land before it even became a cemetery. His tombstone laid alone in the cemetery for multiple years, which put off a very eerie vibe to the locals in the town of Stepney. People who have gone to visit the cemetery believe he is haunting the cemetery till this day. Many have said that you could sometimes see a soldier or multiple soldiers dressed in uniform lurking among the grounds. Now, there is a legend about Nathaniel W. Knapp. Many people believe that if you see him and you call his name, you will feel a hand begin to grip your shoulder, which is not there. People have also said to have seen orbs that float around the tombstones that nobody can explain. As for the chapel, Robert McKenna had performed many exorcisms investigated by the Warrens. I want to know what you think down below in the comments. Do you believe in the paranormal and that there is things among us and around us that we just can't explain?